What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you, and we are bringing you fantasy news today. We got the Tuesday crew on here. We got my man Bogard in the building, repping the GMM Network.
Yeah,
let's get it. And then we got Hector from Breaking Down the Tape in here. What up, bro?
I always say what I say.
Let's get it. All right. So Tuesdays are usually the slowest show as far as like news goes because, you know, no Monday Night Football, no practices except for the Thursday squads. So we're going to be getting to questions a little bit sooner than we usually do on the other shows. So get ready and throw those comments and questions in the chat, and we'll be getting to those kind of in and out of the news. Yeah. Breaking down the tape in the building.
Zach?
What up, Zach? It's going down,
the other half of Breaking Down the Tape right there.
Yeah, JC Money in the building. Fantasy news today. Give me money. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and my man Tomas in the building. What up, bro? He said, no decías, por favor. So
hell yeah, we're going to hit you with all of it.
There we go, my man Tomas. He's in Panama, so every time he's on the stream, we got an international stream going.
So crazy. Short story. Me and Zach were just talking with one of our buddies, and he was like, yo, I wanted to fall asleep, but my wife was going to wake me up and beat my ass. And I was like, yo, if you need, I got some connections. The next thing you know, you get a new identity, passport, social. You wake up in Panama, your wife will never find you.
That's why my name's actually Bogard Scott free.
Free of all that stuff. And Zach said, yo, this is for Hector. He said, is Sam Darnold a top 10 fantasy QB?
So he's been trying to beat my ass on this all day, right? Because Sam Darnold's been playing like shit. But I told him, I also said the receipts are there that Sam Darnold will be a top 15 fantasy quarterback if CMC was to stay healthy.
I like it. We have some bylaws here, right? We have some we have some clauses. You know what I mean?
Yes, it was there. And Zach, you are the memory holder of Breaking Down the Tape. Bring up the archives. Bring up the archives.
Yeah. Oh, and I got to shout out. So, we're trying to get more involved with this Twitch thing. For you guys who don't know, I live stream every single show on Twitch that we're doing as well. I'm throwing it in the comments because I know if you don't have the YouTube Red or whatever, sometimes you got to close the show down, because you got to do some other stuff. Just go to Twitch. You can literally have it up in the background. You can multitask the entire time. And we got a shout out to GB Schmitty, who subbed. Oh, yeah. Good looking. If you have Amazon Prime, you actually get a free Twitch subscription. So go use that on your boy. Just go to your Amazon account and type in Twitch Prime. It'll tell you what to do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And David in the building. What up, bro? Yeah. All right. First piece of news. Heard about it yesterday. Kind of happened after the show. Joe Flacco being traded from the Eagles over to the Jets. Hector, let's. You're in New York, so anything New York, we're coming to you. Let's hear it, bro. What the hell's going on here?
I mean, it just sucks that play had happened. And Zach, let's just thank God it was just a sprained PCL. Nothing crazy. Where Zach Wilson's just, we're losing him long term. That's one thing. But then they go out and, they got Morgan White. And it looks like even with them getting Joe Flacco, they're still starting White. Flacco's just there, I guess, as a veteran presence. And I hate the fact that that's how they brought it up, is that he's there for a veteran presence. Because right before we jumped on the show, I said what I said. When it was like, dude, he was already on the team. You could have kept him for a veteran presence and a backup and to, teach Zach Wilson the times when he's playing bad, coach him up. But you wait until he gets injured to lose more draft capital to bring this guy in. I mean, yeah, it's a 6th round conditional, but still, the dude was already on your roster. You could have kept him for nothing. And then Zach, yeah.
There you go. Zach saying, welcome back, Flacco. We need a competent backup. Yeah, and I mean, it's just something that you guys haven't had there for a while. I mean, Sam Darnold wasn't really a competent starter, for a while.
Respect. the legendary backup Josh McCown now.
Oh yeah. You just took him for granted. Just
and
like
they didn't
guys
want
I
to
think
bring
grow
him
on
back
trees.
either. We all said they should have brought him back.
No, but you know what? He's coaching. I think he's like coaching high school or something like that, where he just loves what he's doing.
Holy shit. Preston, is this real shit? My man Schmitty over here. He said, son of a bitch, Lazard is also on the COVID reserve list. And this is, I know Schmitty doesn't mess around with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
No way.
I see it.
He's a Packers fan too, so you know he's tapped in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Alan Lazard also on the COVID reserve list.
I know how it happened, bruh. When Alan Lazard scored that touchdown, Devontae Adams came up and dapped him up, bruh. He dapped
that easily.
He dapped him up, bruh. He's like, good touchdown, bruh. Gave it to him.
Damn. That's why you got to wear gloves out there. That's all I'm saying. Wear gloves out there.
Wait,
Damn.
so is Valding Scantling coming back this week or no?
That is one piece of the news, and we'll just get to that now. He just got activated off of IR. So, yeah, he is coming back.
He's
him and big old Bob Tunyon.
I like MV. Listen, if there's no Lazard or any of these guys, it's Randall Cobb, right? Because and then of course MVS will get used, as the field stretcher, but Aaron Rodgers hates MVS. He doesn't trust that guy. Like, there's so many memories of mine watching the games where he's yelling at MVS on the sideline or yelling at him in the huddle because he just ran the wrong route or he dropped the ball. Like, you know what I mean? But he is coming through in clutch right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because availability is the best ability, right? Yeah, and there's no
at this point.
I think Randall Cobb is the trusted guy that would get the boost, but I think it would be more of a PPR play because we're not seeing. I mean, we only play PPR, but we're not seeing Randall Cobb get moved out wide. You know what I mean?
Besides Aaron Jones, though, I think Randall Cobb is the second, red zone threat there, even more than Tunyon, because Tunyon feel like if they're outside, the green zone outside of that 10 yards, it might be Tunyon. But when they get in close, I feel like he's never looking for Tunyon.
It's just, I don't get it. And Tunyon, even last year, being the only other game in town, basically, outside of Adams, he benefited for being a red zone target. And then I even have A.J. Dillon, who's coming on, who could just snake a random touchdown down there. You know what I mean? So,
hey, I'm not wrong with Zach there with Tunyon at a tight end one. He's more reliable. I mean, if anyone that A-Rod is going to rely on is going to be Tunyon at this point.
I don't know.
You only need
Tunyon and his running back Jones.
It's also the matchup that what I'm worried about too. That it's not the greatest matchup at all against the tight end. It's actually one of the better defenses against the tight end. So I'm not sure if I'm really excited, but if I'm I have Dawson Knox, and there's a spot where Tunyon is out there on my waiver. I'm going to try to get Tunyon because I can't play Knox this week more than likely. You know what I mean? So I'm happy there. But if I had other options, I'm going a different direction than Tunyon. You know what I mean?
25 yards and a touchdown could get you into tight end one contention. So, being a tight end one, you're top 12 tight end, but it's not really that much special, for your team. Better than a lot of other options, though. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Tunyon does get a lot of more touches than most tight ends out there. He gets a lot of more looks than most tight ends.
I don't know.
Only a handful of tight ends that you can say. Hopkinson, Kelsey, Waller. There's a handful of tight ends that go out there. You could be like, yo, they get a lot of looks. Tunyon gets a decent amount of fucking looks.
But that's the thing.
Outside of that.
But he doesn't.
Outside of those top guys.
That's the thing, though, is he doesn't.
Not now. This week, maybe for tight end week, he got that touchdown, but I don't even think he got that many targets. I'm gonna actually check the target.
Go out and say he got the touchdown because it was National Tight Ends Day.
And Rodgers knew that. And that's why, week 5, 2 targets, week 6, 3 targets, week 7, 5 targets. So he got a little bit of uptick for National Tight End Day.
There it is.
There you go. Tiny little boost.
So if you could squeeze 5 targets out of Tunyon in a potential shootout, and you hope those targets are the money targets, like in the red zone, then you should feel comfortable playing Tunyon this week with no Adams or the Lazard King, who's probably going to be out, because if he tested positive today, that means he's not going to clear.
And that's what I'm trying to say. If Devontae Adams on the field and Tunyon gets, a couple targets, and he usually gets big target red zone plays, and usually comes through on them. Imagine what he can do without Devontae Adams on the field, and there's no one else that besides Cobbs at this point that Rodgers is going to be comfortable throwing to. Even though it's A-Rod, he'll sling it to whoever, and if you don't catch the ball, that's on you. That's your fucking fault.
And Arizona's run. Here's another thing: Arizona's run defense, they're mad suspect. Just they be blowing teams out so bad that offenses that play Arizona's defense have to abandon the run. So they might look like a decent run defense on paper, but they're not. Like in even flow matchups, they're giving up yards on the ground. Like James Robinson tore him up. You know what I mean? And now,
like I've mentioned before, if Valdes-Scantling does come back, that's a whole different outlook on him.
He's activated off the IR. I don't think they activate him off the IR on Tuesday if he's not going to come up.
Yeah, if he does play, that's a whole different outlook. Like then there's someone other than Cobb.
But he's outside. He's going to be out, and he's just going to be out wide. You know what I mean? So Cobb will be in the slot more often than not, and then you have Tunyon in the other slot, or even Tunyon. I've even seen them move him around on a very rare occasion. I hope they get creative here, because it sucks that they're going up against the undefeated team and they might not be at full strength, because then that'll be like the built-in excuse. Oh, they didn't have Devontae Adams, and you know what I mean? Like
not that they might not be at full. They're not going to be. I mean, for sure, Lazard is not playing. You just said it right there. He tested positive today. He can't get 2 tests in 2 days before that.
Good point. Oh yeah, I just said that.
Yeah. But so Packers, we shall see what happens there for the Cardinals, though. Chandler Jones ready to go. So another pass rusher there for the Cards coming back. And no D-Hop, no J.J. Watt at the open portion of practice today.
It's because they were shooting dice, bro, in the back.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about them. They're probably just chilling. They're probably hitting an extra spa day or some shit.
They were shooting dice, bro. They were shooting a stack, a roll. You feel me?
Yeah, Schmitty, no joke. Packers need to make a trade for Brandon Cook. That if they got Brandon Cook, that'd be so fire. That would be.
Oh man,
what's Brandon Cook's contract? Because I remember when he got traded to the Rams, I think they gave him bread, right? Oh no, no. Other way. He went the other way. He got traded. Oh, is he
on Houston?
So it's 5 years, 81 mil.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who gave him that contract, because I know he got traded around.
It was the Rams.
The Rams. Okay, so I had that right. Then he's been traded around on that contract
for a while. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon Cooks, I ain't gonna lie, man. Get him to the Packers. I like that a lot.
That would be dope, because he's like a younger, more explosive Randall Cobb in that sense.
Yep. And shout out to everyone leaving comments in right now. We're going to be getting to those soon. We just got a couple pieces of news that we're going to be talking about, and then we're going to be getting to all the questions. So if you got any news questions, throw those in. And if not, just hang out, and we'll be getting to those questions soon. For the Eagles, Miles Sanders is week to week, and the coaches are already saying it's going to be a stretch if he plays this week.
Yeah. Fire up Kenny Gainwell. And if you think it's a negative game script for the Eagles, Boston Scott could be a decent play too. Man, I'm going to go out on a limb. I think Boston Scott probably could get just as much work on the ground as Gainwell. But Gainwell could just be the guy who gets more receptions.
It's kind of really disappointing about how Sanders' season turned out, honestly.
This is
I'm really disappointed. Sanders has all the potential in the world, but I don't know.
This is his career. Just he's injured all the time.
Well, I mean, I think what Hector's talking about is the bullshit usage, really fluky with all that, the way that's been working out, because he's got potential. I love Gainwell. Gainwell's the shit. But
that and Bogard is not wrong. He's also injured a lot. So he gets all this fluky usage because he gets injured all the time. You don't know when he's gonna fucking play. When he plays, he gets injured. But he can blow up. He can be great. But I mean,
and I would say for every running back,
maybe it fits that he's on the Eagles.
I would say for every running, also for every running back that was on the roster, when you got a new regime, if you're just not fitting in the new scheme, you know, you fall behind. And then here's Gainwell. They drafted him, so this is someone they handpicked, like, you know what I mean, to fit their scheme. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why he's got more looks. And also Miles Sanders, and I think for any running back, you got to get into a rhythm, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just all of a sudden like get like, especially for someone like Sanders.
I guarantee one thing. Come the offseason, the Eagles are definitely looking into the running back situation.
They have.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they still have him. I think, what was he, a second round pick? Going in 22. He came in the game 2019, so they still have him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't think he's done. They started alluding to now they're going to run more, right? They said that, but yeah, they said that now after he gets the ankle.
Yeah. So some quick news. We're not even going to talk about it, but Quan Alexander for the Saints being activated off IR, so there's another linebacker for them. And for the Saints, Will Lutz shutting it down for the year. We won't even elaborate on those kickers. And then real quick for the Cowboys, Jerry Jones said very encouraged about Dak's availability for this Sunday's game. I didn't even know that his availability was in question.
Yeah.
But,
well, he has a calf injury apparently.
Well, he's had it. He's had that. He played through it. He's looking all right. Didn't look like he got banged up worse.
I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why Jerry Jones would bring it up again.
Yeah. He was thinking about it in the shower.
I just wanted to make sure we mention our Jerry Jones Cowboys talk, because at least for Stu, if nothing else, hopefully he's watching. Shout out to Stu.
Shout out to Stu.
And other news, Jerry Jeudy, good to go. He's returning versus Washington. Bogey, how do you think their wide receiver core shapes out? And Teddy Bridgewater, full participant in practice today.
This is great because Teddy Roosevelt, he's Teddy Roosevelt because he throws a lot, but he also likes to throw short a lot. And then that's, Noah Fant and Jerry Jeudy, that's where they're going to live, and, I think Jerry Jeudy, if he's ready to come back, he's going to come back to like 65, 70% of the snaps. You know what I mean? Like, why would he bring him back then, right? To ease him back. Look at Jarvis Landry. He got in there and got like majority of the snaps till he got hurt. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're coming off of IR, you're ready to go, I don't mind starting him. I'll be weary because who they playing actually? Hold on. They're playing Washington. I want everything to do with Washington through the air.
Yeah, Washington.
Yeah, so I want everything to do with like Cortland Sutton and Jared Jeudy, just all the passing options. I like it. I think Teddy's already shown to throw a 300-yard outing a few times this year, so I think this is another one of them.
I think I put Jerry Jeudy as one of my flex. I seen he was ready to come in. I was skeptical, but I threw him in as a flex option as right now. I'm in a 3 wide receiver league, and I threw him in as a flex option just in case. I'm gonna play it down to the game, to the time to the game start. Because you never know, they can be like, oh, he's not good to go.
I mean, he's off the IR and he's practicing. It doesn't mean he's gonna play immediately, but if he plays, that means he's good to go in my book. You know what I mean? Because
he's got to be.
That's a real thing too. Like,
that's how I look at it too, B-Sav, because I'm like, it's Jerry Jeudy. This is their number one guy. If he's off the IR and he's practicing, then he's good to go.
That game he got hurt too? It was already like it was a glimpse of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like he's gonna get peppered. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, Teddy Roosevelt, he likes to throw it, and he's hella accurate, with their shorter, immediate routes. You know what I mean?
All right. So after adding Malcolm Brown to the injury reserve, they've gone out. The Dolphins have gone out and signed Duke Johnson to their practice squad. So
the Duke of Earl Johnson.
Yeah, he's back. He's on another squad down in Miami. And we don't have to talk too much about him, but Baker Mayfield, he's according to the coaches, he's practicing on Wednesday, barring any setback.
Where is it?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm nervous about Baker. He's broken.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I had him in the league. It was a 2 QB league. I dropped him after that second injury. I was like, there's no way. I dropped him. I was like, get out of here. I don't like. And if you come back and you play well, good on you. But if you get hit the right way, it's over for you. It's over. For them to even let him attempt to play instead of sending this guy to go have some surgery. This is supposed to be their franchise guy, right?
Supposedly. I mean, I know that if he gets surgery right now, I mean, that's they're shutting him down for, I mean, I don't even know what surgery on the torn labrum would be. I mean, I'm assuming like 8 weeks, 10 weeks, like something like that. So maybe that's why they don't get it right now, because it may just shut him down, for the rest of the season. But
they should have done that last week and just hope that the case is on the case and he can get them to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And
just pray and hope for the next year right now. At that point,
I already told you this is what they're finna do. They're gonna get the Gorilla Glue and a bunch of duct tape and just wrap it around them. You know what I mean?
It's really all you can do at this point.
They're like letting it happen because it's not his throwing arm. Thank God it's not his throwing arm.
Yeah. If it was his throwing arm, he'd be completely done. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're in a dogfight every single week, and like everyone knows that his shoulder is messed up. Like, everyone's gonna be trying to hit him in his shoulder. Like, why wouldn't you?
Exactly, and every hit makes more and more damage. Like, at this point, he has a fracture and a torn labrum. Go have surgery, bro.
Hey, how many times is this gonna happen where like someone doesn't get close to like getting him, but they like come up and just push him a little bit on his shoulder?
Yeah, literally, like you just push him, or he lands the wrong way, or you just anything.
Not gonna be good. It is not gonna be good for him.
One thing in football, there's a lot of awkward landings.
Hey,
and if something hurts, oh God.
I mean, look at you just said something earlier, like thank God it's not his throwing arm, right? Because like look at Russell. Russell Wilson had the middle finger joint happen to him, right? And then he's over there at practice trying to throw with his left hand, and they're like, you know what, put him on IR. Don't let him think he can get out here and throw with his left hand. Don't let him get any bright ideas. Because look at Baker. Baker's like, you know what? He's probably so terrified of history. He's like,
if I was Baker,
listen, he's like, he's scared that Case Keenum's gonna pull a fucking Vikings on him. You know what I mean? Because that's what Case Keenum does. He has that. He has that on his resume, bruh.
If I'm Baker, I'm thinking like, yo, I'm 24, 25 years old. I still got a career ahead of me. I'm having surgery right now. The team is decimated. Injuries on all sides of the fucking ball. All sides of the ball. You think this is the year that we doing something? No matter how fucking hard they do it, it ain't gonna be this year.
That's not the attitude. Come on. You think that's
it ain't gonna be this year? I'm giving you the hard truth. Expect with Baker, your best chance is with Baker, not Case Keenum.
I'm just saying Case Keenum has it on his resume that he's took a team.
Stop saying that Case Keenum is gonna be the new Fitzmagic.
He took a team to the title game, bro. And he's not even the new Fitzmagic. He's the Case, bro.
Zach, you cut that shit out.
Fitzmagic's never even played a playoff game. Case Keenum has more playoff wins than Baker. You know what I mean? I'm just saying this is why Baker don't want to get the surgery. I bet you everybody's telling him. Everyone that's smart is telling him. Probably except for him.
Okay, so right now, if Chubb, Hunt, and OBJ and Landry were 100% healthy and the defense was 100%, my team was 100%, I can see a reason why to play through it. but that ain't the case.
Here's why you play through it if you're Baker. Bogard said this a few times. He's in a contract year. He's next up to get paid. If Case Keenum comes in right now and shows any kind of balling, with this team, that makes Baker Mayfield just a little bit less valuable to them. And that's what is going to come through in the contract negotiation.
Okay. So maybe the Cleveland Browns is not where he's supposed to be.
I'm not saying he won't get re-signed.
Maybe
he wants to get re-signed up top.
He's going to get re-signed. He's going to get the big bag. It's just him being around with the chances that he's going to try to play, it shows real moxie. People love this. Even if he just plays one more game, they're like, fuck it, shut him down. You know what I mean? Or maybe doctors don't even clear him to play anymore. Say he takes another bad hit. You know what I mean? They're going to force his hand. You know what I mean? But him going out there and trying to play is to secure that he's the next one up. They were talking about already possibly extending him before the year, but they're like, you know what? Let him play his ass off for it, and then we'll get it to him next offseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how it works. That is how it works.
Baker was kind of a little sour because they were like, we should pay Baker, but we can pay him next year because right now we're going to pay Nick Chubb.
Yeah. All right. So that's the last piece of news. We're going to get to all these questions. Shout out to Stu, though, jumping in the chat, said fresh out of surgery. Myself, everything went well. Now down to 3 toes on my right foot. Oh, man. Said on Thursday, big shout out to Hassan Bogard. There we go. And using those 420 crew emojis. Yeah, stay strong, Stu. Stay strong, Stu.
Oh.
David was in the chat earlier. Shout out to my man David. Connected some dots, and we actually got a really dope interview coming up on Thursday. I need everyone to click the link in the chat right now and go set a reminder and go click the thumbs up. Ricky Williams, friend of the show, is going to be here on Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. I don't know if he's going to be smoking on the stream, but I'm definitely going to be encouraging it. But it's going to be a good time, and you might be able to get your question answered, or you might be able to get a question answered by Ricky. So just make sure you guys tap in. Faux show. Link is in the chat right now. So click it, hit the thumbs up, set a reminder. This Thursday, it's going down. Let's see where we're at with the questions here. My man Will, what up, bro? Said, would you trade Emmanuel Sanders for Adam Thielen? I would be getting Thielen.
Yeah.
I would too, but it's closer than people might think because Sanders is really dope being the number 2 target for Josh Allen.
Yeah, it is. It is closer than you think.
I'm gonna stay put with the Colonel, Manny Sanders. Because here's the thing is I forgot both of them already came off the bye week. So if I already have Sanders, I like that. I mean, the extreme efficiency of Adam Thielen is just insane. But like I'm gonna go with the crazy volume that Sanders is getting. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna go with Thielen over Sanders, even though like we just said it's extremely close. Only for the fact that like I would go with Sanders if Justin Jefferson was having the year that he had last year. Right now, it's been good, just not last year. Kind of electric. And if Adam Thielen comes back, it's another target that Cousins is accustomed to throwing to. If he starts to explode, he's going to get the immediate targets over Jefferson then.
It's already happening. I mean, Thielen is definitely the favorite red zone target. I mean, the biggest thing with Thielen is him staying healthy or not. But in the NFL, anybody can get hurt on any given play. Yeah. Just the way it is.
I think they both finish as WR2s, though.
Oh, yeah. Very similar. All right. And Big Kong said, once I saw Winston not throw an interception on the first drive, I knew it would be a long day. I know, bro. Man.
I said Winston was going to be a good QB this year. I said he would not throw that many interceptions. He's going to have a good – Sean Payton is not going to make him put in a position for interceptions.
You're missing the point. For fantasy, we don't want that guy. We want the guy who starts off throwing a pick, getting him fired up. And you know what I mean? Especially when it's a pick six, then we're in the hole. And now we're going to put up mucho fantasy production. You know what I mean? But like, he's just not infamous. You know what I mean? He's just Winston this year. He's not even famous Jameis. He's just Winston. He's hella vanilla, and he's doing the right thing every time. It would surprise me last night. You know, he's looking for the.
He's having average 20 on a regular default PPR league, like 25 point games.
Here's what it comes down to for Winston. If he doesn't throw that interception, he's only going to throw for around 200 yards, maybe a touchdown or two. If he throws that first interception on the first drive or two, he's going over 300. He's going over 3 touchdowns. That's just the way that it works. So we need him to throw that interception on the first drive. We need it. All right. Fuck real life. We need fantasy. We need fantasy points. We need fantasy. Infamous win.
Like, listen, I will say though, as you know, for all the proud Alvin Kamara managers, right? We definitely love that Jameis is playing smart, where he's like, okay, everything is covered downfield. I'm going to check it down to Kamara. You know what I mean? And that happened a lot. They probably watched the film on Jameis and are like, we're going to drop everyone back because he's going to throw a pick. And then so he's just giving them what they're giving him. Oh, now you want to double cover Alvin Kamara? I'll run for the first down. Like he's a good quarterback for reality right now. For fantasy, I don't like it.
Yeah.
He's regular.
Well, yeah. He's regular Winston. We don't like that.
No.
All right. Let's see where we got here. Zeb said Watson going to the Panthers or the Dolphins. I mean, we've heard rumors about both. We got 1 week from today when you tap into our show next Thursday or next Tuesday. The trade deadline is going to be over. We'll know for sure.
Can the Panthers fit that $4 million contract? Because the Dolphins can. The Dolphins.
It would blow my mind if the Panthers get Watson and send Sam Darnold to Houston in less than a year.
Here's the thing: they're not going to get rid of Sam Darnold. They'll pick up his 5th-year option. They have a cheap backup again for 1 more year, and he's insurance just in case next year Watson gets suspended. It's all about securing Watson right now. You know what I mean? So that's and if the Panthers are in the conversation, that's where I want him to go, because that's where it's going. We have so many pieces there on fantasy. Even Robbie.
If Christian McCaffrey could stay healthy.
Listen, if now you're the shit with or without Christian McCaffrey. You're even better with CMC, because if it's Watson there, he'll make something out of nothing, bro. He didn't look at
Chubba Hubbard has solidified himself as a fucking solid back.
Solid as in what, like jelly?
Yeah, solid as in like won't get hurt. Like, I mean, solid hands like bricks. Yeah. Like he thought Adam's gonna bounce off.
Yeah, because that's.
But
is below par.
Yeah, he's all right. He's an okay backup, but I mean, he's a rookie. Maybe next year will be a little bit better, but he's all right. That's it. He ain't no Mike Davis. I know that. He ain't no Mike Davis, not yet.
And he's no Sharon Stone.
Extra bonus points if you know the reference. Throw it in the chat. And my man Zeb, he said Sanders out for how long? Gainwell the guy or B. Scott? And said it a little bit earlier. It's going to be a little combination of both. Gainwell is going to be that PPR guy for sure. And Sanders is week to week. They said it's going to be a long shot for him to play this week, but that's all we know as of right now. Week to week, and he's probably not playing this week.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to try to buy him low still. There's something wrong with me. It's just I know I could probably get him for cheap right now, like super cheap, just someone they could start.
Roulette's one of your favorite games, right?
Yes.
Exactly, because when you hit big, but there is a little bit of losses on the way sometimes.
And that's why I always just bet on red, bro. Put it on red. It's like the closest.
There you go. 48% right off the bat.
Bam. Give it to me.
Nick, what up? Nick on YouTube said Cortland Sutton or Keenan Allen this week. Cortland Sutton against Washington and Keenan Allen against the Patriots.
Okay, Cortland Sutton, I want a piece of that matchup all day because Washington is giving up booty to the receivers. You know what I mean? But I also love Keenan Allen this week. I don't care. I'm not scared of the Patriots secondary. And their nickel corner is out for the season, and he was really good. I can't remember his name. Damn. But yeah, I was reading earlier he got put on IR. So I'm like, and he's Keenan Allen, bro. Like you should try to get both of them in your lineup.
So yeah, I was gonna feed like literally what fucking B-Sav just said. Cortland Sutton's gonna put in work on Washington. Teddy Bridge is gonna come in, and if everything goes well, how we expect it, because Washington, like we said, their secondary is not the greatest. Their front line is great.
Mm-hmm.
That front line is great. Secondary is not the greatest.
Their secondary is actually ass right now. Like, yeah, we got to be honest. Their secondary is pretty ass right now.
Cortland Sutton's going to go out and do great. Keenan Allen, I always have faith in Justin Herbert with the connection with Keenan Allen as the number one. And even if Keenan Allen has a slow start, he'll always get the touches during the late games. Late part of the games, Justin Herbert is going to rely on him for the key catches. So, like, I mean, you could go either way.
You know what? I'm trying to get both of them. I'm curious what his other options are. He's probably stacked up.
Yeah, because you were able to get Cortland Sutton. I mean, relatively late in some of these drafts. I mean, depending on if this is a 12 or 10, 12 team league. I mean, even Keenan Allen, you know, I mean, we saw him go in the 5th, you know, in some of these random super flex drafts. So you just never know what kind of league it is. But I think that I'm leaning Keenan Allen slightly coming off the bye, but I want a piece of Cortland Sutton. So yeah, I mean, you better have someone like really good as your wide receiver one over both of these guys. Zeb, what up? Corduroy, Pimpin' Patterson, Robert Woods, or Cortland Sutton again this week. Pick one, PPR.
You gotta keep rolling with the pimp. The pimp stays on the blade, checking his hose, right? And then,
the early bird catches the worm, and the early pimp catches the fresh perm.
Yeah, and then Bobby Trees. I'm trying to remember who they got this week.
They got the Texans.
Yeah, Houston, man. That's just like I feel like they're gonna try to like what's his name? Lovie Smith's gonna be like, all right, we need to try our best to stop Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. It's a Robert Woods game. It's never not a Cooper Kupp game, by the way. But I'm just saying, Bobby Trees could have a good one here. So I like those two.
So you can only pick one.
Oh shit, man, damn. And the pimp is playing the Panthers.
Yep. The pimp is playing the Panthers.
Yeah, so like and the pimp, you know, he's gonna get a lot of targets, and he led that backfield in snaps and carries. So like you just almost gotta play him. He's like that. He's like a focal point of that offense. I'm so proud of the pimp.
If I'm going with one,
because the pimp
I'm going with Sutton.
The pimp has the workload that's guaranteed.
I'm going with Sutton. I'm going with Sutton because you just said it yourself. Bogarts, B-Sav, fucking Cooper Kupp. Even if you try to shut him down, Cooper Kupp is never getting shut down. He's always going to have a Cooper Kupp day. And Patterson, I don't know what the fuck's been going on in that man's life this year, but he's on something different.
I think
Sutton's he's going to get his touches this week. He's going to get his touches this week. He's going to be looked at often.
I've been telling people about Corduroy, Pimp, and Patterson since 2013. I was just 8 years like too early before it came to fruition because nobody has figured out how to use it. This is the perfect way to use it. He's a cheat code. He's a flex in the NFL right now. Throw him in there at running back. Throw him in there at wide receiver because he's so fucking big that he shouldn't be a running back. And he's killing it right now. You got to go with Corduroy Pimpin just because they use him so much. Like Bogey said, led the running backs in snaps, 73% of the snaps. And actually, Calvin Ridley had 73% of the snaps too. So he actually is tied for the most snaps on the team, you know, minus the QB.
Dude, that shit.
I'm so proud of the pimp.
And EJ, what up, EJ? Would you trade Chuba Hubbard for Miles Sanders and Tony Pollard?
Fuck yeah.
Do it.
Why not? I mean, like, are we getting closer to CMC coming back? I mean, I think he's because
He's supposed to come back week 9, but we don't know.
I think it's week 10 that he's eligible. Let me double check that right now, just to see. He is.
Listen, Myles Gaskin had a shit first fight, right?
Week 9. You're right. You're right, Hector. Week 9 is when he can come back.
Okay, so I just like this because, like, you know, you get a big lottery ticket with Tony Pollard, and he's the guy you could flex in a pinch, right? Then you get Gaskin, who has no Malcolm Brown now. He's on IR. He's gonna be useful. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna get a good workload.
Let's get it. Chase, he said, can we trust Wentz? So trust is a strong word, but I think we're getting closer to him entering the circle of trust. How about that?
You know,
I like that. I like that. he's in the outside looking in.
Listen,
He's close though. He's getting there.
I'm the wrong guy to answer that question because I've always been the Carson Wentz truth. They're like,
Nah, fuck that. Carson Wentz.
he has Quentin Nelson back. He has 2 good ankles again. He's gonna have Ty come back. We already saw a glimpse of what it could be with Ty.
Oh shit. AI apologized for crossing him up. That means he broke his ankles. He didn't know what to do. Why were you trying to play basketball when you play football, bro? Like,
Bro, not just one, both of them, both of those ankles.
Like, I don't know. The one thing with Wentz though is no matter what, and it blows my mind, and I can honestly say this, and I said what I said when I said this, is he has proven fantasy-wise to be a middle-of-the-pack quarterback where if you need someone to plug and play, you know he'll get you somewhat of what close to what you need.
And now listen to this plug and play schedule. So it's not really trusting Carson Wentz necessarily, but it's definitely trusting the matchups because this week he's got the Tennessee Titans, literally like, you know, one of the teams giving up the most points to the QBs, you know, and wide receivers. Next, the Jets. Oh yeah, another team just giving up the booty to the quarterbacks and wide receivers.
Hey, respect. Hey, cut it out.
Hey, I mean, this is giving up the booty. That's not everything, you know. And then 2 weeks from now, so what is week 8, 9, 10, week 10, they play the Jaguars. These next 3 games are going to be money in the bank. That's what that's going to be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And they do still got a solid defense.
And David said Antonio Brown already ruled out for week 8, bye in week 9, likely back week 10. I didn't see that. Let's see.
He's been out. He didn't play this week.
No, he did not play in week 7. I didn't see that though. I didn't see that. Oh shit, my man Matt coming in, throwing in a super chat. Hold on, I gotta get the giveaway up real quick. So everyone who leaves a $5 super chat at any time, you get an extra entry into the signed Alex Highsmith jersey giveaway. And let me just throw that. Let me throw this up here. That black and yellow action. And I know Matt said he is really going for it.
Hey.
Check that out. Oh yeah, inscribed with the Steeler Nation. So living that black and yellow life. And it's as soon as we get to 2,000 subscribers, we're getting real close. So you guys want to get those extra entries in, $5 super chats, one of the ways to do it. And Matt said, need that jersey. Hell yeah, bro. Don't forget, Matt, you want to get those extra entries, go over to Patreon, patreon.com/FFHustler420, or go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and then click that very top link for Patreon. It's the orange one. And Matt said, is Gainwell a must scoop for this week? Would it be a good idea to either drop Callaway, Bateman, or Shepard for him?
I would drop Shepard. I would not drop Bateman. Bateman has been getting more touches. He's been getting more looks. He's been getting more yards. Bateman is going to be a keep. And we've been saying that in previous episodes. Bateman is going to start getting more looks and touches. Shepard, I would say, I wouldn't trust anybody in the Giants team right now.
Yeah, I mean, For me, I guess it would be Callaway because I've seen the upside of Shepard when he's getting top targets, and Michael Thomas is going to be coming back. That's going to be taken away from Callaway. But yeah, Gainwell is a must swoop because we don't really know what's going to happen with Miles Sanders. We know that they like Gainwell more than Sanders. At least that's what it seems like. So I would definitely swoop Gainwell this week. He's going to be my top running back ad, assuming he's under 50% rostered right now. Oh yeah, and Vanessa getting that super chat in. Oh yeah, and let me get you down for that extra one because I know you're a Steelers fan, so this would be really dope if Vanessa somehow took it home. She also leaves a lot of super chats. Appreciate you. Said Vanessa, I've heard you guys talk about Mo Alley Cox and Uzama. Should I start one of those guys this week with Andrews bye or Goddard, Thomas, Hooper, Tunyon, and Njoku? CJ Uzama has been on the rise. Like I was really high on him this year, this week in particular, and he killed it. I mean, only had 3 targets, but he made big use of them. That's my issue with him is he doesn't get a lot of targets. He's got to be really efficient.
I was exactly gonna say the same thing. Like the first blow up, I was like, cool. Can I trust him for a second one? And I didn't want to do it. But he blew up again. But then when you look, like you said, you look at the target and it's just like he's not getting them targets. Alex Coy is cool. I'm down with Goddard or Tunya. Goddard is the number 1 in the Eagles right now. And Tunya with Adams out, Devontae Adams out. Like like we said, we don't know who really they're.
Oh my God, there it is.
You might throw to Tunya a few times.
No, I never could think of a nickname for him, but you keep calling him Tunya, right? His name is Tunyon Harding to me now.
Tunyon Harding.
Yeah, I almost want to say him just because he has a new nickname. You know, I'm going Goddard.
Yeah, I got to go Goddard too. I mean, they're going up against
Uzama's playing against. They're playing against the Jets. He probably touchdown, but that might be it. Like, you know what I mean? What's the necessity? I think they're gonna have
Goddard's put in a lot. Goddard's put in great games this year.
No, not necessarily. It was Zach Ertz getting all the work before they trade. That's what they were doing that on purpose to trade him away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going Goddard. I mean, versus the Lions, you already know it's going to be a good game for him.
And the Lions are going to make it a game on the other side of the ball. Like the Lions are in these games.
Yeah, it's rough. It is really rough out there.
If they are beating the Lions, right? Then dial up. I mean, if they're losing to the Lions, dial up all the garbage time, bruh. Because
all of it.
Goddard went 3 for 70 last week. Like that was solid.
Hey, without y'all looking, where do you think Jalen Hurts is ranked on the QBs right now? Don't look. Where y'all think he's at?
Inside the top 12.
Okay. You're selling him short there.
I knew it. Because that rushing upside.
Numero 2 overall. No
way.
Yep. Behind Tom Brady.
In what?
In 6-point scoring formats.
In total points.
Yep. In fantasy.
That's crazy. Okay.
So I see him. I mean, maybe the scoring is different, but I just have this. I mean, this is just normal scoring. I see him as 1, 2, 3, 4. I see him as number 5.
Okay, then yeah, he might be in ours because of the 15 passing yards. Now I think about it, but still top 5 guy, as I'm saying. So like, even as ugly as the Eagles have been looking, everyone. I mean, not everyone. He's eating in fantasy, and like the focal point in the passing game that's going to be the most reliable week to week is Dallas Goedert.
Yep. He's got 1,700 passing yards on the season.
How many rushing yards does he got?
He's got 361, 5 TDs.
I feel like he'll get close to 800, maybe 800.
And someone just asked, where did I see that? Someone asked, "Are we worried about Jalen Hurts' job as a starter in
Nah.
jeopardy?" Oh, here we go. Corey said, "Do I need to be ready for Jalen Hurts getting benched over the next couple weeks?" Because we're talking about real life now. We're not talking about fantasy because he's been amazing for fantasy.
For what? They're not in the Watson sweepstakes. You know what I mean? Like they're one of the organizations that came out and said that they're not going to do it. And then also on the low, because I be knowing motherfuckers, bruh. And Howie Roseman, they be sending their squads out, bruh. They got their own little investigators and the motherfuckers with the things in the ears and shit like that. And they did their own little investigation. They didn't like what they found apparently, so they're out of it. But they have all the assets to make it happen. They have 3 first-round picks next year. You know what I mean? So of course Houston would love to talk to them, but like when you trade for someone like Gardner Minshew, and I know this sounds so minuscule, but that just shows me that like, okay, here's a steady backup whose skill set is similar to Jalen Hurts, so you don't have to switch up the playbook, and you can just rock with Jalen Hurts, and he's the rookie head coach now, and they're just growing together, bro. Like they're gonna give Jalen Hurts a chance, bro.
We shall see. We shall see. They better not screw him over.
Yeah, but you know what? If not, grab up the Ginsu just in case, because the Ginsu great. I love for fantasy. I love him.
Oh, there you go. He's number 2 in 4-point passing TDs. That's what it is.
That's what it was.
6 points. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah. And I am in a bum ass 5-point passing one too, and he is number 2 over there as well. Shit's fucking whack.
It's because he's got 5 on the ground. You know, that's making him more valuable than the others. Frank, what up, bro? Said Gainwell over Carter from the Jets.
Gainwell. I mean, but you know what though? The great white hope, Mike White, right? The great white hope, bro. He was just peppering Michael Carter. And like they're gonna be in the super negative game script, and Michael Carter might get like a cheap like 9 receptions, bro. I swear.
It's Flacco though, right? Isn't it Flacco coming over?
Play immediately.
Nah, what they're saying right now is that White is still gonna start.
Okay. And Carter might have double-digit receptions.
I'm thinking Carter over Gainwell because Carter has been trending more and more. They've been relying on him running and passing. He'll get a nice hefty workload. More White, we're gonna get our shit stomped in regardless. But Carter's gonna get a workload.
I'm going Gainwell over Carter, and a lot of it is just due to the matchup. I mean, way softer matchup versus the Lions. Who knows what the Bengals are gonna do there, but Bengals just kind of shut down the Ravens a little bit. So, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about the Jets and Mr. Mike White. Judy or D. Smith? So, I mean, D. Smith going up against the Lions, Judy going up against Washington.
Hey, real quick, the other one.
I'm going to go with Judy.
Go ahead, Bogart.
Oh, no, the last one I was just going to say, Gainwell. What's the new one?
Judy or Devonta Smith.
Damn, bro. Kind of like Devonta Smith's target. I mean, his I like him to be a target monster in this game.
Yeah, he got 9 targets this past week.
Yeah,
he's been fluky with. Well, I mean, I guess week 6 was kind of fluky. He only got 4 targets there, but outside of that, he's gotten at least 9 targets over the last 4 games. Outside of week 6.
Yeah. I'm going to go Devonta Smith.
I'm going to also, I mean, mainly just because we don't know if we're getting 75% of Judy snaps or whatever, but that's really what I'm basing it down to right away. Richie, what up, bro? Richie Green said, might be dumb, but I was offered Jamar Chase for Devontae Adams, and I almost took it, but I declined it. Is that smart or dumb?
I mean, oh my God. I mean, it's Devontae Adams. You're gonna say it's a dumb move. But Jamar Chase, like, god damn. I mean, it's however you feel. I'm gonna say it's however you feel about it. I don't give a fuck. Because at this point, like, both of these guys are going off. Like, what the fuck you want from me?
You know what, bro? if I have Chase, I'm kind of sitting still right now, like with the whole he has the the COVID thing going on. I don't know if I want to get off this train, bro. Jamar Chase is going crazy.
Yeah, especially
He
with
was
Adam.
offered Chase though for Devontae Adams, so he has Adams.
Yeah, I was
You know
offered
what?
Jamar Chase.
This is what I would do. I would try to get one more piece because I would still try to squeeze the juices as much out of Adams. Like
Word.
like
Get
give
a
me
quick like second string running back.
something that you need on their team that they're willing to part with to package it up with Chase, and then I'll move Adams like that because even if I'm on the other side of that and I have Adams, I'm kind of staying put too. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's just those lateral trades that don't make any sense.
Right now he said he already declined. So go back. You already declined. Go back with a counter offer now.
Yep. And do Jamar Chase +1. Try to get another running back or something. Especially because Adams isn't playing this week, you know. Take advantage of that and get those extra points. Big Kong, I have the number 1 waiver claim, and I need a tight end. Darren Waller on by. Kenny Gainwell available. Should I pick him up or grab a random tight end or just get Uzama ASAP? I'd get Gainwell. He's more sought after by everybody right now.
Big Gainwell.
Yep. Do that and then figure out the tight end later. I'm sure you'll be able to get someone. It's just for 1 week anyways. Gainwell could be around. Gainwell, I always said that Gainwell was going to be a second half darling. To what extent? I didn't really say. But if Miles Sanders is out for a couple weeks, I mean, he's going to start off the second half of the fantasy season pretty hot.
Mm-hmm. You did say that.
Robert, what up? Said, man, Kelsey been acting banged up from what I've been seeing. He's a little hurt. You can definitely see it. Teams are leaning on him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, they fucking him up.
Fanta, what up? Said trade away Chubb and Hill for Cup. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
a hell of a lot. You crazy, bro.
Like Chubb's
Cup is off, but I would say 1 and something less, but not both.
Here's the thing. I know Tyreek Hill hasn't been coming through, but this is like I'm used to this because last year was the outlier year for him where he was getting like double-digit targets every game. You know what I'm saying? Before that, he was basically boom or bust by definition. He had the big games, he had more dead games than not, right? Wasn't until last year until he was just very consistent. So we're kind of seeing what we're used to with Tyreek Hill for real. But with their defense being that bad, every week they're going to be in a shootout. I'm not giving up that and Chubb. You know what I mean?
Tyreek Hill will always have more upside than Cooper Kupp. Even though Cooper Kupp has been balling, I don't think I've seen Cooper Kupp put up a 200-yard game, 3 touchdowns plus. Like, I mean, it's just...
Cooper, 2 girls, 1 cup right now, has 4 games with 2.
And right
4
now,
games. Hold on. He has 4 games with 2 touchdown receptions. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Right now, Chubb is supposed to be back week 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Ready to come back week 8.
Yeah. Hey, my audio hella sucks when I'm on the phone, huh? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you probably just need a Bluetooth is what you need. You need to get a Bluetooth.
You know what you need? You need a Xanax. Nah, cut it out.
But I mean, the thing about Cooper Kupp, he's always been this guy. Like, that's the thing that we got to remember. He's always been this guy, but he's always gotten hurt.
I think I made him laugh too hard.
Yeah.
Let's see. Don said, I was thinking about dropping Jameis, so I never have the chance of starting him again. I have Burrow and Wentz. Enough is not enough. Winston's a bum.
I mean, it's a single QB league, I'm assuming, right? So, like, he's not even at the whole 3.
Why would you not go with Burrow the whole way now?
I mean, Burrow's never getting out of my lineup in that sense. He has way more higher upside.
And right now, I think the Bengals already went through their bye already, right?
No.
No.
Look, so you got Wentz. Okay, so you got Wentz on the bench. So I'll go with Burrow and then put in Wentz and then rock Burrow again.
And don't just drop Jameis. Like, make sure you go look and see who has a bye coming up. You know, maybe someone has a QB on bye next week or something. Just try to move him to that person for like real cheap, but at least that's going to be better than some waiver wire person.
You could even look at the Alvin Kamara person, be like, hey, right here, brother, stack it up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's funny sometimes people be thinking like that.
Shout out to Antonio. What up, bro?
He tore me up. Was it Antonio? Did I play Antonio this week or Francisco? I can't remember.
It was Antonio. Yeah. So he ended up beating you with Kamara. Kamara ate.
Right. As soon as I started talking about Kamara, he came up out the cut like, yep, I won with Kamara. He reversed Jinx Kamara to glory yesterday on this show. He was like, I'm playing Bogard, a good win.
420.
I was like, he got Alvin Kamara still. Yep. I was up like 30. I was up like $1 million, bro.
Yep. And second take extra. What day and time is the Ricky Williams interview? I'm gonna throw it. It should be right. I'm gonna throw it in the chat again just so everybody can actually click the link, and so everyone can click the link and actually set a reminder. It's this Thursday, the 28th. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. So it's gonna be before Fantasy News Today. All right, which will probably start at like 1:30 that day, or 4:30 wherever you are in the country.
4:20.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Where we at? Robert said, should I be worried about DJ Moore or Darnold getting benched last week? They already said that Darnold's going to be the starter, so I'd be worried more about him dropping passes. He had 5 on the season through week 6.
I think Darnold getting benched was just them like, yo, bro, fucking get your shit right kind of thing. Because they invested too much in Darnold.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
I mean, not a lot, but they invested enough for him to be the fucking starter.
For where he was drafted, you know what I'm saying? Being a former first round pick, giving up like a 3rd and like a 5th or whatever it was they gave up. It wasn't nothing crazy. So
with a brand new system, first year, with a brand new quarterback, brand new system, brand new head coach, you can't just fucking call it quits on the guy fucking 8 games in.
Their second year, actually. You know what I mean? That's why they were like, Teddy B's not the guy. Let's go.
You ready for this? All right. So out of the top 7 dropsies leaders in the league, 3 of them are on the Panthers. Robbie Henderson's got 7. DJ Moore has got 5. And then Chuba has got 4. So that's 16 drop passes combined just between those 3.
Robbie's been the biggest fucking bust.
If I was if I'm like a position coach, when I walk into the meeting, right, I just start chucking shit at them. You know what I mean? All kind of
gonna catch it.
Cell phone. You know what I mean? Boy, you better catch everything. You know, if I seen them in the grocery store and there was in the next aisle, I just start throwing shit at them. You know what I mean? Because they just got to catch everything, bro.
And Robert said, what's good, fellas? Made a trade offer. Adams for he put Hubert, but I'm assuming Herbert. I got Hurts, and his schedule after this week is brutal.
Oh, he's talking about Herbert as in Justified, as in Justin Herbert.
Yeah. Justin Bolza Herbert, yeah.
Well, okay, so should he drop who? Wait, my bad.
No. Trade Adams for Herbert, straight up.
Adams for Herbert. Nah.
No.
He has Hurts. He has a top 5 fantasy QB. You know what? Here's the thing with Hurts. Just don't watch the game and just look at your points after and be happy.
No, what?
It's gonna be an ugly ride. Even don't give up Adams. You rock with Adams.
Why would you give up Adams for Herbert if you got Hurts? You put Herbert on the bench, you put Hurts, and you fucking got
No, he's about to trade for
trade. He said he wants to trade Adams for Herbert because Hurts, his schedule after this week is brutal.
But he's been matchup proof as far as fantasy goes. Look at
it's because he's making it happen with his legs.
You can probably get Herbert without giving up Adams.
Yeah. So whoever is trying to get Adams off you, I mean, I would just
you can get Herbert without giving up Adams.
The crazy thing is
literally, if you're giving up Adams, you're getting multiple pieces.
Yeah.
Adams has 52 receptions right now.
Something like that. I'll take your word for it.
And the touchdowns are starting to roll in now. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's trying to dupe you right now because Adams is on a COVID list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's trying to fucking dupe you like, but I can't play him for a few games. Suck my fucking taint.
And big BS. Yep, Lazard is out with he's on the COVID reserve list. So yeah, he's not playing. They said he's unvaccinated also. So he's not playing. Just for everyone who may not have heard that earlier.
Well, that was the end of Lazard King.
Yep. Thought he was going to be a thing this week, and nope.
We had him being a thing for 2 weeks, and we got our 2 weeks.
And Rockout says, "I think I'm done with Callaway." I think so too. I told someone to drop him out of the other options that they put in there for Gainwell.
He got the targets, right?
Callaway or Gainwell.
Oh, Gainwell.
I mean, that's what some people's decision they might be faced with. Callaway might be the last guy on their bench, and that was literally a question that we had earlier. Was Gainwell's available on waiver? I got Callaway, Shepard, and Bateman.
Wasn't it Callaway last night? He gets the red zone target, and then it's just a poorly thrown pass. He has it, and then Brooks comes, breaks it up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So like it was the right play. We get that touchdown. Now people are really like scratching their head. Do I cut Callaway? Like, I mean, but yeah, for Gainwell, fuck yeah.
Because it just wasn't a nice game. Stats wise. I mean, Alvin Kamara left no meat on the bone for anybody else. That's really what it came down to. And that could happen sometimes. It's Alvin Kamara.
Oh, hell yeah. My girl had my girl's fantasy league last night. She needed 10 points. That's all she needed. 10.1 points from Kamara.
Maddie Daddy in the building. What up, bro?
Yeah, Maddie Daddy. Maddie Daddy, I got your fucking message. I gotta hit you up.
Yeah, we got the daddy coming on tomorrow night. The Real Fantasy Playmakers. What if special Halloween edition? You know what I mean? None of us are gonna be on the show, but it'll be a whole cast of other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Starring as other motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But yeah, that can't wait it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a really big show. I think we're gonna have like 8 motherfuckers on this joint.
Yeah, it's gonna be real wild.
Hey, check this out. I got Derek from Sportsview coming on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fire.
We should bring.
Did you conform to?
So I can conform to him.
And Triple X Lex says, "That's it. I'm setting an alarm at 4 p.m. from now on. Missed all the good shit, bro." Everybody set those alarms. I don't know why a notification didn't pop up on YouTube, but yeah, 4 p.m. every single Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. There we go. Tongue twister. All right. Let's see. We got a couple more questions and we're getting up out of here. And David said Gainwell and Scotty likely split time. Who has the higher upside for full PPR? Who you guys think? Round robin.
Gainwell.
It'll be Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Austin will be a little annoying because he'll get some touches on the ground. But like it's also what's most annoying is like, do they even run much? You know what I mean? So just factoring all those things in, it's Gainwell because he is used in the passing game.
Here you go. Here's something that's going to blow your mind. Which player is going to get the most usage after Adam and Lazard are unlikely to play?
So it'll be either Jones on the run game or like we said, Valdes-Scantling, if he's coming back and he plays, Valdes-Scantling's going to be there. Randall Cobb's going to be there.
And then Tunyon Harding, bro.
And then, yeah.
You know who's going to have a big game? And he brought it up yesterday on this show, our man IDP Iggy. He follows the Packers, and A.J. Dillon was someone who he brought up. He said, notice how they didn't play him in this game. Bet you they're saving him for the Thursday night game because the Cardinals are pretty weak against the run. So expect like a really huge usage day out of A.J. Dillon after getting like very like minimal usage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And my man Steven C coming through with the big time $10 super chat. Let's get it. So we got to get him in for 2 entries.
The double
To
tap.
the Alex Highsmith. There we go. Good looking, bro. Right at the end of the show. Appreciate you. Said PPR. QB, I have Ryan, and then RB CEH, double barrel Daryl, Damian Harris, Booker, Carter, wide receiver, Adams, Ridley, Deontay, Devonta. The guy offered me Zeke for Adams. I switched it to Swift for Adams. What's a good counter? So
the guy offered him Zeke for Adams.
And then switched it to Swift for Adams.
So yeah, so he's giving. Wait, so he's giving.
He'd be giving up Adams to
He's
get,
giving up Adams for Swift
or Zeke. Well, yeah, now he changed it to Swift. If I'm getting one or the other, I'm going after Zeke. I mean, Zeke has had the bye week already.
Swift's been killing it on the receiving end, though.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just going with Zeke because I'm gonna go with just a higher powered offense.
Yeah.
And last week in week 6, he was a top 5, running back. So,
and that's Devontae. Is that Adams? Devontae Adams?
Yeah.
Swift for Adams. I still think you can get 2. I still think you can get 2.
I mean, this one.
Even if it's Zeke, I still like right now you can get Zeke plus 1.
This is even.
It is. And I think I might even try to go I almost might want to give up like Ridley. See if I could give up like Ridley.
Get Jamar Chase with it.
Ridley and
like one other person, but
I would give up Ridley and Booker for Zeke.
I want Zeke. See, no one's gonna take Booker, but I want
Probably
Zeke.
Not.
I want Zeke and he has Chase over there too, right?
No.
Oh, this is a different one. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but if I could go Ridley and Carter, even though I like Carter, Ridley and Carter for Zeke or Swift or something like that. I mean, that's something I might be willing to do.
I was like maybe Harris and Ridley.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. If I can keep Adams somehow and get Zeke, that's always my angle right there. Like I'd give up Harris and Ridley, right? Off of having
I just won't. I
go after Zeke.
All right, let's smash out some a few more of these questions, and we're gonna get up out of here. Let's see. Austin said, I'm grabbing Michael Carter and Bateman off waivers. I got the 3rd priority. Super excited. Hell yeah.
I've had them shit motherfuckers all year. Mark Carter's been fucking trending up.
Oh, and so here's why people are thinking about the Hurts getting benched. JC Money said Roto Baller dropped a story about Hurts getting benched for Minshew this week.
No, that's just stupid.
I mean, even someone like Roto Baller, I'm sure they wouldn't be above clickbait stuff.
I feel bad for the jorts.
All right, my man Steven got in another one here. Thanks for getting in that super chat, bro. And he said he don't like Ridley at all. He only likes Adams and Deontay. His wide receivers are Cooks, Renfro, and Julio.
What the fuck? How does he not like Ridley?
I mean, Ridley. I mean, after
I get it. Okay.
He needs to have a big boom game.
Right there. He gave you an option. He said Adams and Deontay.
So, I mean, saying that he liked Deontay makes me want to get Deontay in the mix and try to do.
If you can keep Adams and put Deontay in the mix.
Hey, listen, Deontay and Harris, and I'd get Zeke, and it's gonna seem like you're giving up a lot, but you're not to me.
You're making your team more top heavy is what it is. And because you're giving away 2 players, maybe see if you can get Brandon Cooks back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would, he'd fly with that. But if he likes Deontay and because you're getting, Deontay and Harris, that'd be a really solid counter. And then it's a 2 for 2. And, then you feel a little void if he's giving up Brandon Cooks also. Because Deontay's way better than anybody he's got right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. Right now.
And he already tipped his hat when he said he would go for Adams or Deontay. So before he was so strong on Adams, and then he tipped his hat to Deontay. So if he gives you the chance to keep Adams,
and he might not do if it's really just Cooks, Renfro, and Julio, he might not even throw Cooks back in the mix, on that.
Shit, you might be able to steal Julio on the cheap.
But I would either way. I mean, Deontay plus Harris for Zeke. I think that's still a win right there.
Or even Deontay and Ridley.
Well, he doesn't like Ridley, so Ridley's not going to be in the mix. He said he doesn't like Ridley at all.
Okay.
So he said he likes Adams and Deontay. So try for that. Try doing Deontay plus Harris and see if he goes for that for Zeke. All right, and would you do that, Bogey, for Zeke or Swift?
I'll do for Zeke. Like listen, I love Swift. It's like he's game script proof for real, but like Zeke's gonna be in way more scoring positions. You know what I mean? Like Swift got it, he got a break on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, they be in these games, they know how to move the ball, but not like the Cowboys do.
I'm thinking he's saying Rob Gronkowski.
Second Take Extra said, who can I trade away? What can I get if I trade away A-Rob and Pitts? I mean, you're going to get way more for Pitts than you will for A-Rob. I don't even know who's going to trade you anything for A-Rob. It might sour a trade if you put him in.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might scare someone away from a trade. I don't even want him.
Yeah. Allen Robinson, I'm trying to think of he's kind of like a Freddie or a Jason right now. Like you get him showing up, people are just going to get scared and run away.
Something for Pitts. Pitts has been having pretty good games lately.
You better have a top a top tight end that you're pairing with Pitts to get rid of Pitts.
Okay.
He's going to keep balling.
There's a segment tomorrow. You know what I mean? Who got you terrified this year in Halloween? Not this year, right now. It's Halloween season. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna duly note that for tomorrow's show.
There we go.
I'm gonna write a show sheet for tomorrow. We're gonna have one big what if that we talk about as a panel. You know what I mean?
Cool. Or maybe, there we go. That's cool because everyone talking about it. It's gonna take some time.
Exactly.
All right. And second take extra. You can't get anything for A-Rob. For Pitts, you should be able to get a lot. I mean, especially after this past game. Mark, what up? Mark Y. He said, should I trade Tyler Lockett for Devonta Smith and Michael Pittman Jr.?
Fuck yeah.
If you're getting Smith and Michael Pittman Jr., do that right away. Because I know some people are trying to buy low.
Lockett for Devonta Smith and Pittman? Hell yeah, do it.
People are trying to buy low on Lockett. That's not a buy low fucking offer right there. That's a dope offer.
Yeah.
I called Tyler Lockett 50 bomb Lockett because in my fantasy league last year, he didn't do crazy, but he had that 150-point game. And the dude the next week tried to sell him off like if he was fucking the second coming of Jesus. And we're like, what? So ever since, it's been 50 bomb Lockett.
Do it. Steven C coming through with another super chat. Shout out, bro. Yeah. Quick note. His running backs are Zeke, Mixon, Swift. I also kind of like Wilson to go grab him and stash. So, I mean, if you're talking about Russell Wilson, definitely go grab him to stash him. But, I mean, even with Mixon and Swift, I mean, if you're saying that he put Zeke in the mix for Adams already, he might still keep him in the mix for that trade for Deontay and Harris.
Because he's going to be fine looking at it. He'll be like, okay, now I have Joe Mixon, Harris, and whoever. You know what I mean? He'll be. Yeah. You make it like he's going to be okay. You know what I mean? With the absence of Zeke. You know what I mean? Because you want to get Zeke. You know what I mean?
Yep. So just keep going hard for Zeke, and even if he's pivoting off of it, don't even let him pivot off it. Just keep going hard with it. All right, couple more, and then we are out of here.
Even this, right? I'd even try
to splash out of here. My girl's here.
All right,
my brother.
Peace out, Hector. Tell everyone where to find you at.
You guys already know it's Hector breaking out a tape. I said what I said every Tuesday, Thursday. With the one guy right now. With the other guy went incognito. There he goes with the B Savage, the hustler. There you go. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever, we're all there. Fucking breaking down the tape. We got merch now. We got merch. We got cups. We got fucking beanies. We got fucking face masks. We're trying to get some sweatshirts. We got some t-shirts. We got some sweatpants. Fucking look it up. Find it all on Breaking Down the Tape.
Yeah. Peace out, Hector. See you later.
Peace.
All right. So, yep, do that shit. And bruising. Should I trade Darrell Henderson for Debo? Darrell Henderson and Debo for Swift, Judy, Thielen, Damian Harris? I'm saying no.
Dang, hold on.
Well,
maybe. Hold on. Swift, the running back?
Yeah.
Swift, Harris, Judy, and Thielen. I'm humoring this.
It depends on who you'd have to drop, because you got to drop two people to get them over. Like, that's another something.
Yeah.
And I guess I just like the upside of Henderson, because I mean he's one of those guys who's getting like a huge amount of the workload. And I mean Swift, he's kind of that guy.
Yeah, I mean, because then you get Harris too. Even though Harris is like, it's just a Belichick running back. That's the only thing we ever worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's definitely someone trying to make their team a little bit more top heavy. That's for sure. I usually would like to be on the other side of a trade like that to make my team a little bit more top heavy.
I mean, maybe he's in dire straits and he needs to like fill spots on his team. So maybe that's why this is an option. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, if your team is kind of decimated a little bit, like if you have a losing record, you know, I mean, you're 1-6, you know, 2-5, something like that, and you're like trying to make moves, you know, like that's a good move that should get you more points per week. And Matt said, is Khalil Herbert worth picking up again now with Montgomery coming back? Need all the bench space. See if I can get seeing if he's still a stash.
Montgomery's not coming back for a cool minute. If you need to cut ties, I guess, but I wouldn't, because he's a guy I'm still gonna play.
Yeah, I would hold on that for right now. And dropping JD McKissick's ass off the team. Yeah, man. Hold, just depending on who you know, if it's a pickup Gainwell, do it. But I think you got to hold on that. Michael Myers in the building. What up, bro? Thoughts and projections on T. Higgins, AJ Brown, and Stephon Diggs this upcoming week. Higgins getting a lot of short work. AJ Brown's the man. Diggs is the man.
Yeah, hell of a starting lineup.
Yeah, play them all. T. Higgins is the low man on this totem pole.
Yeah, but you still play him though, because he's connected to a high-powered offense that it's like blossoming right before our fucking eyes.
Oh yeah, Joseph, what up? Joseph A said, "Yo, would you trade Tyreek Hill for Chubb straight up? I'm hurting that running back. I got TJ, Gaskin, Sanders, and Hunt. Other wide receivers are Debo, McLaurin, and Lockett. I don't know if I would. I think I would hold. Really try. I think I would hold on that. I think I would. Because the Chubb, I mean, I know the Chubb manager wants to get rid of him. Tyreek Hill's been a little hit or miss, but that one's tough. That one's tough. I'm not trying to give up a guy like Tyreek Hill. I'd figure out how I could get Chubb or someone similar for giving up 2 or 3 players. Robert said, someone in my league wants Devontae Adams from me. They offer me Lockett and Mike Davis. No way. I'm 1-6 with Hurts, and they have Justin Herbert on their bench. That's the only piece I would see worth anything.
It's kind of
Davis has sucked. Lockett, who knows when Wilson's coming back? Not for those guys. I wouldn't be doing it for those guys. Not opposed to moving Adams, especially being 1-6, but you should be able to get a king's ransom for Adams.
Yeah. Like, here's another thing when you're 1-6 too. Herbert does become interesting. It's like, okay, here's a quarterback. Just put him in. He's locked and loaded. No more bye weeks. Just keep him in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I would go for Herbert. Then, obviously he needs help at running back, you said?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so try to get Adams for like and always shoot for the stars, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because I would start shoot for the stars, and then you could always land on a Joe Mixon, who people still view as like bad. You know what I mean?
There you go. Let's round robin these ones for the rest. Should I start both Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon on Thursday? Depends on your options, but I think they're both going to be good plays.
Yeah, I think they're both solid plays. I mean, like it's just you don't want to go get behind on a Thursday hella heavy. You know what I mean? So if you have bye week situations, and yeah, I wouldn't mind playing both of them. I've done that a couple times this year already.
Yep. Richie Green. So if I was going to trade Ridley and Damian Harris, who would you recommend for those two? We said Ridley and Damian Harris for Zeke. That was one option that we were thinking of. You should be trying to go after someone like that, top 5, top 6 running back, or really that's it. That's the only type of trade I would try to make with a 2-for-1 like this. All right. Let's see. And Alex, what up? Said Higbee or Schultz? Schultz for me.
Schultz.
There we go. Let's see. And we're almost to the end. Hops in my cup. Hold one, trade one between Ridley and Debo. I'd hold Debo and I'd trade Ridley.
Yep. Actually, I'm trading Debo. I'm selling high on Debo. I forgot. I didn't realize the other name was Ridley. Ridley, I don't know, man. Ridley's going to be all right. Unless there's something really in his life that's fucking him up. Because he played all the snaps. It's all there.
Yep. Except their offense isn't all there. It's kind of blah.
That is true.
And Matt said I was either going to snag Khalil or Javonte for my bench. If you're talking about Javonte Williams, that's where you should be going.
Mm-hmm.
And JC Money wrote an article about Hurts potentially getting kicked to the bench for Minshew coming in a few weeks. Yep, I read that off a little bit earlier when you said that. And very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Very, very interesting, to say the least.
I love the Ginsu, for the record.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. And Chase, last one in here. Sell or hold Debo?
Sell high.
If you can sell high, I mean, that's really what it.
If you need something, like obviously he probably has a bunch of receivers. He could sell Debo, right?
It's got to be high, or I would hold, because you're going to give it to someone that's going to come back to bite you in the ass. I promise you.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, Debo's getting all the targets over there while Kittle's absent, and like, there's a scenario where we lose like the next 4 games, and they'll be like, all right, we don't even need to bring Kittle back this year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just all Debo, and like Ayuk. I gave up on him after last week. Like, it was like, even with the rain, it was just like, damn, now you're like, damn, they're muffing punts and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all Debo.
Ayuk is back. Ayuk is back. All right. We got through everybody. We got through everybody's questions. Shout out to everyone who tapped in with us, because everyone's been staying real strong with the show, and more people chiming in. Appreciate you guys. And Steven C., appreciate all those super chats, bro. Made it real nice right at the end. Bogart, why don't you shout out everything you got going on?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Check me out at the GMM Network on social media platforms. You can subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. Check us out, simulcasting tomorrow night, live, 6:30 p.m. West Coast time, 9:30 p.m. East Coast time. The Real Fantasy Playmakers What If series Halloween special, and it's gonna be lit. Shout out to Derek from Sportsbeat, he's gonna be on. Shout out to Peacock and Fornicator, who are also our co-hosts. I'm trying to remember who else. Oh, we got Wise Man coming back, and who else do we got on here? This is a big one. Damn, man, I know I'm Clock Management. Yeah, there you go. Boom, we're in there.
Oh, damn. And Antonio, where did you see that?
Oh,
I see it. It's from Adam Schefter. Giants announced they placed Jabril Peppers on the injury reserve. 2 injuries to his right leg. A rupture and an Achilles in his knee, and a high ankle sprain.
Oh, damn. I remember he went down. That was bad.
That's rough right there. That is definitely tough.
Yeah.
Well, Giants, they just keep getting hit from everywhere. Can't bob and weave enough. Sorry, Giants fans. Sorry, Taco, if you're watching. It's hard out here. All right. We're getting up out of here. No other live streams today, but I do got some videos dropping a little bit later today. But make sure you tap in tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And then we got the Ricky Williams interview this Thursday, the 28th, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, is going to be really dope. Make sure you tap in. I'm going to be trying to ask him a whole bunch of stuff that he doesn't talk about on interviews. I'm not going to ask him about the shit that we all know about, but I'm trying to dive a little bit deeper for all of us, especially dive deeper with the 420 questions, because I know the 420 crew is going to be extra deep. All right, we out. Peace.
Peace.